Hello everybody, so back for the second video where we see that the engine is back and I did the carbs myself. You see here a few pictures where putting it all apart. And just to show you how complicated it gets here, you see on the left hole there's still a jet inside which is not screwed, so you need to get it out somehow. How to do that? Well, you first drill it with a 2.5mm drill and then you threaded it, and then you pull it out with that screw. So it's this is the result, and that needs to be done 6 times correctly. Then here all the piping between the different carburetors with new O-rings here on fitted with the piping, and then putting it back together and finally getting the 2 sets of carbs together and then do a leak test. This is just to show you how many parts were replaced, so hopefully no leaking. Leak test.
A pass, great. Meanwhile, at 6 Center Heino, Bert was working on the engine, replacing the camchains, the tensioners, as well as the cam joints. Here you see some pictures of the old tensioners, which were pretty worn, as you can see. The new tensioners were built by Bert himself, and you can see here some example of the new, let's say, refurbished bases, and the rubber is new. Here you see the clutch, which has some play, as you can see, which rattles a lot while in the engine, and Bert took it apart and fitted new rubbers. You can see that.
You can see the refurbished clutch with bolts instead of rivets. So now it was time to get my carbs synchronized on the test rig of Bert. And there were more problems. The accelerator pump didn't work, and it was because there is this little hole there that in between these 2 holes there is a spring and a little ball, and they were stuck, so they needed to be released, which succeeded. So Bert put it back together and started it up. Carbs 1, 2, 3 didn't listen to Bert, so he took a cup of coffee and a cigarette, and then he tried again. So everything ready, time to get back home and install everything. So here I did already some work and fitted the carburettors, fitted the air filter, the throttle cables, and the engine is basically now ready to be moved under the frame, which I had a little carpet underneath which was sliding easily over the floor, so I could just shove it in. So here's the engine back in the frame. We fitted set new throttle cables. They needed to fit through and correctly. Fit the choke cable on the other side, the electrical cables. One's remaining is the main, of course. We put that only at the very end, and we need to get the oil in, get the exhaust connected, and also the body seat and gas tank. I left my name on the dynamo. You see that between the carburetor and the air filter. Here it is, just to remind how much work it was.
So after 5 hours of work at least, we're into the stage where we're going to fill the oil. Then I'm going to put the gas tank on, and the seat, and then this one is going to the ground of the battery, and then we're gonna see if it starts. Alright, so it is now back together. I've now opened up the gas valve, and it's not leaking yet, which you never know. I mean, it's all tested and everything, but yeah, let's pull it outside and see if it starts. Okay, so let's try to get it started. I'll try first with the dead button on, let's say, or see if it just turns. It does. What if I put the choke and I put it on? That's amazing. It runs, and so far so good. I have to watch that it doesn't leak too much, but it's so silent. It's never been this silent ever. But that's new cam joints, new clutch, valves are all in spec. That's amazing. I now need to check for the oil. Yeah, so the engine back together again. The machine is working again. I'm so happy. Actually, test drive went fantastically. It has a lot more torque now, especially between 80 and 120 kilometers per hour in highest gear, because of the accelerator pump now working. And I'm so delighted. So I want to thank Bert Vonderman for his advices and the work he's done on the engine. And also my neighbor Dries for lending me his trailer and his hoist. This concludes the second video of Mechanical Pet. Please like if you do. Give me any comment if you want to. And look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.